So instead of just doing random workouts, we want to personalize your program as much as possible. That's why this baseline workout is where you want to start. You're out of shape, you're just getting into exercise. This is the place to start. The best program is one that's personalized to you, so you get optimal results with the least likelihood that you're going to get injured. In order to do that, we want to start with this baseline workout. So print out this sheet, download this form, follow along as we go. If you have any pain, issues, if you're unable to maintain good form, we want to mark it down, and we know that's the furthest we want to go in that area. If your form is good, no pain, check the box. And if you're really feeling good and an exercise feels effortless, you can try the advanced version. So, once we complete this baseline workout, we'll know exactly where you are in each category, so you can use this channel in a customized and personalized way. You're following a program that was specifically meant for you. Because in a month or so, we can redo this exact same workout and celebrate the areas where you've progressed, as well as highlight the areas we need to continue to focus on. So, let's get to it. Let's get this baseline workout started. Have your checkoff sheet nearby with a pen. We're going to head to the floor. We're going to start on our stomach. So, this first one is to evaluate your shoulders. So from here, feet are down on the floor. We're pulling the chest up off the ground. The focus is on the shoulders. Squeeze those shoulders down, back, and together. The goal here is to evaluate your shoulder strength and mobility. We want to externally rotate the shoulders, which you know you're doing right if you can squeeze those shoulders back. Any pain, any strain, we want to mark it down on the sheet. Perfect. So we're going to flip over to our back. We're now going to start by assessing your hips. So from here, feet are about hip to shoulder width apart. Press the hips up in the air. Pull your toes up off the ground. Now you'll notice I'm not down here. If your butt's off the ground, that's good, but we want to push those hips up as high as we can, ideally getting the hips closer to knee height. We're evaluating the strength of your glutes, your hamstrings, and we're starting to see what kind of lower body strength you have. So from here, we're going to flip back over. We're doing every exercise for about 30 seconds. So we're flipping over to a plank. We're starting on our elbows. So you'll want to pay attention to, throughout this video, we'll have modified and advanced versions from time to time. If you're struggling with the version I do, you can try the modified version. If things are feeling effortless, you can try the advanced version. Do not push through pain. Do not do anything that you can't maintain good form. You will get injured. So, right here we're in a plank, elbows directly under the shoulders, knees wide. We're doing everything again for about 30 seconds. Good, take your time standing up. So this workout is progressive. So from here, we're gonna just simply do a single leg balance, tall posture, 1 foot off the ground. Again, if we're slouched or we're doing this, it's not what we want. We want a tall posture, shoulders down and back. Every exercise, as we go through the categories, is gonna get a little more challenging. Eventually, you're gonna reach a point where you can't continue, which is okay. 1, mark that down, but 2, simply continue the last exercise you were able to do in that series. Good, go ahead and rest. We wanna balance out both sides, so we're gonna go onto the other leg here, tall posture, lift that other foot off the ground. You will notice, most people, one leg is better than the other. That's completely normal. If you have to tap your toe from time to time, that's okay. But our goal here is to try and stay on 1 foot for the entire 30 seconds. Balance is a huge component of injuries, disabilities, etc. as you age. If you can lift 500 pounds but you can't balance on one leg, you're asking for an injury. So, nice tall posture, a couple more seconds here. Perfect. So again, make sure to check your sheet. Check off your sheet as we go. Next, we're doing squats, tall posture. Our goal is to get down to 90 degrees, but you only want to go as low as you can comfortably go. If you have any pain or strains, you simply don't go as low in the squat. For this one, we have an advanced version if you're able to go below 90 degrees, but again, only if you have no pain. You might notice, I don't know about you, but my breathing's starting to pick up. This workout, not only are we evaluating your movements, your abilities, but we're also testing your cardio. So on the next one, we've got our first cardio workout. So we're going into marching. So from here, we're just marching in place. And we can put the arms into it a little bit if we want. Now again, you might struggle, you might have some weakness or joint pain, but our goal is to get those knees up to hip height. Tall posture. You'll notice I'm a broken record when it comes to tall posture, but if you can't maintain tall posture, that's a sign we have some core weakness that we want to focus on and work on. Congratulations, we got through the first column. Let's move on to the second column. So we're back onto our stomach. This time we're doing a cobra to shoulder press. So we start in that same position as before, but we're bending the elbows and then reaching out in front of us. Feet stay on the ground. Feet in the air makes it much more challenging to focus on the shoulders. Now, if you have pain here, if you have strain, if you can't maintain good posture, we want to mark that down that this is an area we want to work on. Good, let's flip over. So we're going to do a single leg hip raise. So for this one, feet and knees start together, lift the hips into the air, bring one knee into your chest. So you'll notice on one leg, it's harder to keep those hips up, but you've got to really push to get those hips in the air. You're bringing your knee as close to your chest as you can. Push through your heel, not your toe. About halfway there. This one is difficult. If you can't do this exercise, go right back to the previous two-legged hip raise. And now you're still getting a workout in. Good. We're going to switch legs. Go ahead and set your hips down. Keep in mind, the goal is to get a workout as much as it is to assess where you're at. Legs and feet together, hips up, one knee to your chest. So if you reach a point where you can't continue, simply do the last exercise in that category that you were able to do, and now you're getting a workout in. You're burning calories, you're challenging your muscles, you're gonna help your bone density, your metabolism's gonna speed up. So this is as much a workout as it is an assessment. Get those hips pushed up high. If we get distracted, the hips are gonna wanna fall. Push them up high. Good, done. If we were able to complete the last plank, we're gonna go into a plank on your elbows and toes here. So pop up on the toes. So we want our hips even with our shoulders, and we want the elbows directly under the shoulders. Many people will put their butt in the air or sag their hips. You kind of need to meet in the middle. Pull your abs in tight. This one again is starting to get more challenging than the previous exercises. 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, good. Take your time standing up. Shaking is okay, burning is okay, fatigue is okay. Pain or inability to maintain form or posture, not okay. So, single leg balance, we gotta continue to make it a little bit more challenging. So now we're adding in a leg kick. From here, tall posture, and we're only kicking the leg as fast or as far as you can maintain balance. Speed is not your friend here, fast is not your friend. 5 more seconds and we'll switch legs. Well done, good. So at this point, I'm feeling a little hot. I've got some sweat appearing. So we're gonna switch. We wanna balance out, try the other leg, tall posture. Now again, it's very, very normal for one leg to be stronger than the other. It's a good idea to mark that down, and that can be a focus for you moving forward. In a perfect world, both legs, both arms would be equally as strong as each other. But again, it's common. We all have a dominant arm. We write with one arm. We do most activities with one arm. Tall posture, 5 more seconds. Burning and fatigue is okay as long as you can maintain tall posture. Time, good. So again, check your sheet. Make sure you're marking along. Next, we got a staggered stance squat. Go from your normal squat position, one foot goes back, tall posture. So we've got one leg slightly further back than the other. Now we're really starting to see, how do your knees feel? How do your hips feel? If you have any pain in your knees here, don't go as low. Mark it down on your sheet, or also slow down your speed. Speed is another factor that'll come into play. Good. I'll do one shot head on here so you can see it. Start with your normal squat stance. One foot steps back, tall posture. Here we go. Now my breathing is starting to pick up. Proof that we're burning calories. Proof that this is a workout. Now at this point, if you're one of the lucky few that feels really, really good, everything's effortless so far, keep in mind, that's okay. If you haven't worked out in months or years, this is going to cause your body to progress. So keep following along. Don't worry, it's going to get more challenging. Check your sheet. So a little bit harder here. We're reaching to the floor, tall posture. Now what we don't want is bending over. Your head should not drop below your shoulders. Tall posture, bend at the legs as you go down. What we're also seeing here is you may have some shoulder issues, some arm issues, and straightening out your arms is challenging, in which case you shorten your range of motion. You're already becoming an expert. All right, good. So we're heading back down to the ground. We got a cobra to a Superman here, continuing to progress. Feet on the ground, chest up. Again, much more challenging. Your body wants to tip over. Top priority here, squeeze the shoulder blades down, back, and together. Abs pulled in tight. Now, if you need to, slow down your speed or don't go as high with your arms, but we gotta try and reach. Good. Flipping over, we got a single leg hip raise with a leg reach, feet and knees together. Push the hips up. One leg to your chest. From here, we're moving the leg back and forth while trying to keep those hips high. You'll notice as you kick your leg, the hips want to drop. Hips up, hips up. Burning is okay, fatigue is okay, pain is not. Pull your abs in tight. Tight abs protect the back. Good. Whew. Go ahead and rest for a few seconds. We're going to do the other leg. Feet and knees together. Tall posture. Go ahead and push the hips up in the air. One leg to your chest. Start kicking. The higher you can get those hips on one leg, the better. Speed of your leg kick doesn't matter too much, as long as it's kind of continuously moving. If you find you need to take a break here, that's okay. But overall, we got to keep trying to push. Remember, this is a workout too. Good, done. All right, so we got a hand plank next. The most common issue here is wrist pain. If you have wrist pain here, definitely move to your elbows, and you can continue doing these planks from your elbows. Mark down that you have wrist pain. We have solutions for that in future videos. So we want the wrist directly under the shoulders, hips even with the shoulders, so we don't want to sag, and we don't want the hips way up in the air. Good, time. Take your time standing up. Now you might notice the speed we're going at might actually be a challenge for you. That's important to mark down. All right, tall posture here. We're doing a single leg touchdown. Fast is not your friend. You're trying to get the fingertips to the ground. Speed is what's going to determine how well you can do this and how low you go. If you can't get all the way to the ground, that's okay. Go as low as you can comfortably go and make a note. All right, let's go ahead and switch legs. Tall posture. Big deep breath. One leg in the air. Turns out I'm a human being. Keep trying to tell my wife otherwise, but she disagrees. This side is a little bit more challenging for me, so I'm taking more time, going a little bit slower. Fast is not your friend. We're almost there. Tall posture. A little bit of burning and fatigue in the foot is okay. Saved it. All right, so we're moving on to in-place lunges here. Now this is definitely one of the more challenging things for people to do. We want one leg forward, a nice long stance, tall posture. We're only going as low as you can comfortably go. Just slightly kiss the knee to the ground. We don't need to slam it into the ground. If you have knee pain, if you have any issues, just don't go as low. Slow down your speed. The key here is tall posture as you lunge down towards the ground. We don't want you moving really too much forward or backward. We're going down and then up. Down and then up. Remember which leg you have forward. We're about to switch legs. So, deep breath, tall posture, wide stance. You may have one leg that's a little bit easier than the other. That's completely normal. Same rule applies. Only go as low as you feel comfortable, no pain. Tall posture. Slightly kiss that knee to the ground. A lot of people can't control the movement, so they're slamming their knee into the ground. That is not okay. Tall posture. We're almost done here. We're at the very end, guys. We're starting to get there. All right, check your sheet. Next, we got jog in place. So we're testing the knees, the back, the joints, but also we're increasing the cardio. So if you have pain in your joints, we can go softer. The knees don't have to go as high. And if you feel good, we can pump the arms, get the cardio going. But this is to test our cardio, so your breathing should be picking up here. Guys, we're almost done with the third column. We're doing it. We're nearing the end. Good, done. All right, we're on to the last column. Keep in mind, if you haven't been able to come this far with us, just do the last exercise in each category you were able to do to get a workout. So, tall posture. We're testing out the shoulders here. So start with your arms lower, and we're doing little mini circles to shoulder height. Any shoulder pain, you simply don't go as high with your arms. Slow down the circles. But if you feel good, we want to get the arms shoulder height, squeeze those shoulder blades down, back, and together. Good. All right, we got a hybrid here. Well, we got our hip raise first, then we got a hybrid. So, feet and knees together, hips up in the air, heel walkouts. We're taking little baby steps as far as you can go, and then little baby steps back, pushing those hips high in the sky. Little baby steps. Now, you might not be able to go all the way out. That's okay. Mark that down. When you return, get those hips high in the sky. Last round, reach them out. You should really feel this one in your hamstrings. Woo. All right, now we got a hybrid. Hand plank, or you're doing a plank on your elbows. Hand plank, pop up. Half of this we're doing with knee drives. So you're trying to bring your knees forward towards your elbows. If you can tap the elbow to the knee, great. In 5 seconds, we're gonna switch to heel kicks. If you could do the climbers. Now we're not trying to kick high, just lifting the foot off the ground a bit, really challenging the core. Now maybe you're only able to do one of these, so mark it down. Good, take your time standing up. Last single leg exercise, single leg deadlift. Same arm, same leg in the air. Tall posture. Again, only as low as you can comfortably go. Fast is not your friend here. The key is to not move that leg. If you have to kick your leg back, that's a single leg touchdown. We already did that one. Keep the feet close together throughout the entire movement. You'll notice that makes it much harder. We're almost at the end. Let's switch legs. Hang in there. Deep breath, tall posture. Same arm in the air that the leg's in the air. Fast is not your friend. Go as low as you can comfortably go, keeping those feet together. If you even do a little bit of a kick, it's going to make it easier, and we're not able to fully evaluate and progress you. Speed is not good. So coming up next, we got lunges, which are definitely much more tricky for people. All right, so last two exercises to go. Forward, backward lunges, tall posture, big step back, tap the knee, touch the toe in the middle. Certainly we have the advanced version. The modified version of this, don't go as low, slow down your speed, but we need pain-free knees with tall posture. Pain-free knees with tall posture. We're nearing the end here. Remember which leg was moving. Let's switch legs. We're burning a bunch of calories. My heart rate's up. Here we go. Step back first. And again, one side may be better than the other, so we always take it easy on the first couple. Tap and go. I'm pretty excited, guys. We've made it to the end. We've got one last cardio exercise after this. Let's finish strong here. 10 more seconds. Tall posture. Here we go, home stretch, one more. All right, here we go, guys. Let's test the knees, let's test the back. Let's really test the cardio here. Tall posture, jumping jacks, jumping jills, star jumps. Depends on what part of the world you live in. I have clients in England, they call them star jumps. Most of us in the States know them as jumping jacks. A craze that's taken off is to call them jumping jills. But don't be a hero, modify if you need to. Don't go as high with your arms, or don't jump, simply tap your feet. Tall posture, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Woo! We did it! We did it! So finish your sheet, check off the things you were able to do with good form and no pain, mark down areas where you struggled or maybe a little bit challenging, and we'll be able to repeat this baseline workout in the future. More importantly, we'll be able to use the results of this baseline workout to personalize this channel to you. You'll know which videos are right for you, no guessing, no starting a video to find out it's not really right for you, or it doesn't feel good, or it hurts you. So, congratulations, you made it through your first workout. Now, after every workout, we want to do a cool down. Cool downs and stretches reduce the likelihood of soreness days after you work out. It'll also reduce the likelihood you get injured. So, join me for a beginning stretch routine here. Whew, nice tall posture. Fill your lungs. We're going to reach to the sky and then dive to the ground. So big deep breath. Exhale and dive down to the ground. It's time to relax. Time to bring the heart rate down. Stretching should never be painful. I know everyone you've seen stretch since you were a kid, looks like somebody is pinching them while they stretch. You should feel pull of the muscle, not pain. So relax, take some deep breaths. Go and slowly roll up. Good. So we're going to do a lunge stretch here. One leg's forward, tall posture, all 10 toes, your hips and your shoulders. Everything's got to be pointing straight ahead. If you're turned out, you're not going to feel the stretch. So toes, hips, shoulders pointing straight ahead. You might already feel a stretch here. If not, tall posture and lunge forward. Take a couple deep breaths here. You should feel a stretch down the front of your thigh, your hip flexor, your quad. Deep breathing causes a mechanical relaxation of muscles. You want to take some deep breaths, let your heart rate come down. Good, let's go ahead and switch legs. Other legs forward, tall posture, all 10 toes, hips, shoulders, pointing straight ahead, tall, lunge forward. Now you should hold a stretch for anywhere between 15 and 30 seconds. Less than 15 seconds, not really going to do anything. Longer than 30 seconds may not really have any additional benefits. Stretch should be pain-free, but you should feel a little bit of pull or stretch of the muscle. Good, go ahead and come up. So we're going to do a chest stretch next. Find a wall, a door jamb, a taller piece of furniture. Your hand is going to be just below shoulder height, thumb pointing up towards the ceiling. Turn away from your arm. Tall posture, relax your shoulders. Most of you will notice your shoulders are shrugging. Relax them down. You might feel this stretch in your chest, your shoulder, your bicep, your forearm, your hand. It just depends where you're tight. So yes, it's called a chest stretch, but you might feel it everywhere else. Good, go and switch arms. Tall posture. Relax the shoulders down and back. Turn away from your arm. Pain-free, but pull or stretch of the muscle. Deep breaths. All right, we're gonna do one last stretch. We're gonna reach to the sky again, dive to the ground. This is our last one, and you made it. Big deep breath. Dive to the ground, relax, relax, relax. Good, legs relatively straight. We don't need the legs to be locked out, but we also don't want, we're not doing a squat here. Couple deep breaths, relax. Bend the knees, slowly roll up. Woo! Well done, guys. You're ready to get on to some other videos. So, strength training, cardio, other exercise. Check out the channel. Hit me up if you got any questions. Good work, guys. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.